Hello, Facebook Live. Do you like the view? If you don't like the view, I don't like the view. Blame Facebook for not getting their act together with the desktop version of what they. You'd think that live streaming would be important at this time, and apparently it's not. So we are at 12 for 12 at 12. It is 12:12 right now, Pacific Standard Time. So that's pretty cool. Lisa, thank you for joining. I hope you guys are doing well. Hey, John. I hope you guys are doing well. I have predicted that this would be the worst week, and then we turn a corner. And sure enough, USA always number one. Here I am, always number one. We're number one in coronavirus cases, and the reason that I choose to believe that that we're going to turn the corner real soon is not because of our president. It's because there was a prophecy actually in September about a global plague that would hit the world. I guess global plague is hitting the world, and it would be done by Passover. So I'm just holding on to that. Hopefully it's Passover 2020, not Passover 2021. But because you don't know. Well, Troy, you can't say that. Well, you don't know either. Well, none of us knows, right? We know two things. Number one, we know that we don't know when this is going to end. Number two, we know that it's going to end. And when it ends, people are going to be fighting cabin fever. They're going to want to get out and spend their money. The market's going to soar. The hospitality here in Vegas, people are going to want to get out of their house. They're going to want to spend money. And all of these companies are going to do a hiring blitz. They're going to have to accommodate. So I call this the Great Reset. Talked about it on my podcast this morning. This is the Great Reset. It's an opportunity for you to jump all over your personal brand, to get your message out there on LinkedIn and some other platforms. LinkedIn is still the number one priority. So we're here 12 for 12 at 12. 12 questions or 12 minutes at 12 o'clock on Friday. So if you have a question, again, I apologize for this hideous view. Can you see my calendar behind it? It has coronavirus written all over it. But the normal view with my desktop is not working with the new Facebook app. So they're working out their bugs. And so I'm here for you guys. So ask any question that you may have, and I will answer it. If you don't, I'm going to filibuster. I don't know. Just going to talk for, I think I have 10 more minutes. So it's your opportunity to get free coaching on anything related to personal branding, engaging an audience through your personal brand, utilizing a message that will resonate with your audience, who your audience is, and so forth. I did not receive many questions. I do, so I'm just going to babble. You guys can please ask a question if you'd like. A lot of people I talk to, they're scared, worried about what's going on, and I just think that you have to do your best to change your perspective. I've been given a little bit of free time back, mainly in that my kids don't have activities they're involved in. So, and I'm not coaching, basketball coaching. I'm still coaching professionally for professionals. And so what I'm doing in this free time is I'm writing my book. I'm wrapping up my book. Now my book is called You Got It, Now Go Get It. And it is written in a Seth Godin style. If you don't know Seth Godin, his books are like just a collection of articles is how I can describe it. And so I do a daily podcast, and it's a micro podcast. So it's usually 3 to 5 minutes on the average. Some are 2 minutes, some are 7 minutes, rarely 7 minutes. And so the average is kind of 3 to 5 minutes. And so I've been doing that this is season 3, and I've been doing it for almost 2 years now. Started in 2017 with season 1. 2018 with season 1, 2019 season 2. 2020 season 3, and they're every day, Monday through Friday. You can check it out on podcasts. If you search on any type of podcasting platform for 4 a.m. and Troy Ritchie, yeah, you'll find it. It's not recorded at 4 a.m. A lot of people think that. No. I wake up at 4 a.m. and it's in the 4 a.m. hour. So just want to be transparent there. Anyway, my idea was, the Lord told me to write a book 2 years ago, and I've been kind of pushing that off. Built a coaching program instead called Brand You. You're in the free Brand You group. There's a Brand You program that could have been a book. I wanted to make an online coaching course instead. Anyway, I'm wrapping up my book, and here was the thing, right, is that Seth Godin does a collection of his blogs, and they're really short. They're micro, like a chapter would have a bunch of micro articles in it. And I have ADHD, dyslexia. It's very hard for me to pay attention to anyone. So I love reading Seth Godin's books because I get so much information in these micro chunks of information. I do a micro podcast Monday through Friday. Seth Godin does a daily blog Sunday through Saturday. And it's all micro content. So I was thinking like, man, I have all this podcasting material. So here's what I did. I literally downloaded 52, well, what's 5 times 52? Hold on. We're all friends here. I can do this. 52 times 5. 260. So I downloaded 260 of my micro podcasts. Well, so what, Troy? Then I uploaded 260 micro podcasts into a transcribing service that converted the audio to text. What does that mean? What that means is you take 5 of these podcasts and you put them in a chapter. 52 weeks in a year, I'll do 52 chapters. 5 working days, 5 days in a work week, I'll do 5 sections in each chapter. And boom, you have my book. And so what I didn't realize would be happening in all of my free time is that the text from the audio needs a lot of work. Sure, it has a title, has a theme. I mean, there's work there, but I'm thankful that I don't have to do that. The writing of it is taking, on average, 20 minutes per section. I thought I had it to an hour a chapter. There's 5 sections in each chapter. It's not. It's turning into roughly 20 minutes per section. I have completed, let me look here. I have completed 18 chapters. So 18 chapters. 260 is a magic number, right? Isn't this fun? 18 times 5 is 90. So 260 minus 90 is 170. Now we know that it takes about, on the average, 20 minutes per article. So 20 minutes times 170 is 3,400 minutes. Did I do that right? 3,400 minutes divided by 60. It's 56 hours. I have 56 more hours to finish my book. I am employed, so I'm doing my work, the 40 hours in my job, and I have 56 more hours to complete. You got it, now go get it. And I wanted to get it done by the time we go on vacation, which is Friday, April 3rd. Do you think I can do it? Does anyone want to put money? Do you think I can do it? 56 hours to finish the book. You got it, now go get it. Now, why call the book You Got It, Now Go Get It? I have 3 minutes, by the way. So I'm just, again, if you got a question, I would rather answer your questions instead of just spitting fire. But I digress. And I hate the word but, so I apologize. Why call it You Got It, Now Go Get It? Well, on the micro podcast, I end each podcast with You Got It, Now Go Get It. I expect it. And the reason I do that, there's some history behind that, is because I was in school with severe learning disabilities. I'm not proud to say this out loud. Well, not a lot proud. Junior and senior year in high school, mainly senior in high school, my girlfriends did my homework. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I passed with a C. I didn't get much of anything. Unless it was a good teacher, like a teacher that actually was entertaining, then I would pay attention. Does it mean I'm smart? Well, I got A students getting me coffee when I'm in the office. So I don't know. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want to think about. I don't care. My point is that I did not have the courage to ask questions. And I do believe that you can ask a stupid question. Absolutely. Teachers are like, there's no such thing as a stupid question. Yes, there is. There is such thing as a stupid question. And my thought process is ask it anyway. You ask until you know. My oldest daughter, struggles. She's very artistic, very creative. She has the same issues that I have, and she's chosen to not take meds. So I applaud her on that. And by not taking meds, it really is an obstacle for her. And she's brilliant, and she's incredibly talented. So now that I'm older and I have no fear related to communications, I ask questions all the time. I mean, all the time. Because if I don't get it, then I'm not going to do anything about it. So when I give these podcasts, the idea is I'm giving you a micro bit of information, and I assume you get it. And so I say, you got it. Now, understanding something and the light bulb moment goes off, you get it, right? You understand that. It means nothing if you don't act upon it. And so even though I understand, let's bring it back to when I was a student. So you got it. Now go get it. You got it. Now go get it. Right? Are you with me? And then the final phrase is I expect it. And accountability, I'm in sales. Accountability is a big part of sales and holding your sales reps accountable. A lot of times a quota will hold you accountable. In a lot of other departments in work, they do not hold you accountable. So for the micro podcast, I'm a Spitfire. I'm going to give you information. You got it. Now go get it. I expect it. And that's the reason for the title of the book. You got it. Now go get it. And I think it's timely, right? I mean, I think that it should have been written a while. My book should have been written. The Lord tells you to do something, you should probably do it. The book should have been written a while back. It's only 2 years, so maybe I'm not really out of bounds. However, this book is going to be so prevalent for where we're at today because it's the Great Reset. So maybe the subtitle, someone asked me the other day, what's your subtitle? Maybe it's You Got It, Now Go Get It, Instructions on How to Take Advantage of the Great Reset. Because when people want to spend money and when they want to get back at it, they have to be confident in themselves. And I'm just looking at some of these section titles. It's all about how awesome you are. You are incredibly awesome. And, growing up in church, we don't talk about that kind of stuff. There's not a lot of self-confidence. I believe that you can do great things. And the reason that you're not doing great things is because you're not revealing your awesomeness to strangers. So that's what the book's about. Ryan, does he have a question? It's hard to read with this format. I'm working on expanding my website from just fantasy football advice with 10 to 15 writers to also having 32. Oh, Facebook.
32 to rush. Please feels kind of overwhelming. How do you attack a dream that feels
Extremely overwhelming. How do you attack a dream that seems overwhelming? You know, I'm looking at my spreadsheet here. One of my articles is titled Dream Fearlessly. And so the beauty of, Dream Fearlessly is one of the articles. And it's one of the episodes of the podcast. Look, you're a Seahawks fan. You're an athlete, a very good one, and we like Russell Wilson, and so he has that mindset of